Hello, my name is Joby Gonzalez, and today we are going to be comparing, namely the Scout Area Townhouse, which is 29 million pesos, and the new Manila Townhouse, which is 40 million pesos. Two similar sized townhouses in Quezon City, but they have an 11 million peso difference. We're going to be seeing what accounts for the 11 million peso difference. We're going to be discussing the differences of the places and a lot more interesting things. So stay tuned. I know you're going to learn something. Let's start. Okay, so now let's compare these two locations on paper, namely Scout Area and New Manila. Scout Area. It was originally named after the 22 Boy Scouts who died on their way to the 11th World Scouting Jamboree in Marathon, Greece. So if you go to Scout Area, notice the roads. There's Scout Rallios, Scout this guy, Scout that guy. So it's named after actual Boy Scouts. When it comes to the price of the properties, I saw a 338 square meter lot for sale at 40 million pesos. So it's 118,000 per square meter. But then other properties go up to 138,000 per square meter. So keep that in mind, okay? 118 up to 138. That's what I saw. Scout Area, I would consider it as a prime location. It is near Tomas Morato, EDSA, E. Rodriguez, Timog, Quezon Avenue. Those main highways provide you with a lot of conveniences, restaurants, malls, hospitals, and that's why I think there are a lot of townhouses in this area. If you have ever driven in Scout Area, you will notice that the roads can be accessed by anyone. And the townhouse development, if you choose a unit here, when you leave the gated community, the road in front of you is a very busy street. So that's something you have to take into consideration. So now let's go to New Manila. So a short history: in the 1930s, a Lebanese immigrant named Doña Magdalena Hemadi developed a hacienda in the outskirts of San Juan, and she turned it into this large-scale subdivision that we now see as New Manila. Actually, when I asked around, people said that New Manila was the Forbes Park before Forbes Park. I mean, like, the rich of the rich at that time lived in this area. I saw that the properties cost at least 150,000 per square meter. And if you go into Rolling Hills, you know, the exclusive subdivisions in New Manila, the prices can go up to 180,000 pesos per square meter. So compare that with Scout Area, you can see that the land in New Manila is a lot more expensive. But then it's very similar in this fashion. So they're both in a prime location near Tomas Morato, E. Rodriguez, Aurora Boulevard, EDSA. Okay, you have access to those major roads. But from asking from other people, I found that the Chinese who believe in feng shui, they believe this place is lucky, New Manila. So personally, for me, I don't believe in that. But for them, they believe that if you live there, you're gonna be a lot more prosperous, and that's why a lot of Chinese go there. When a lot of people in general buy property at a certain place, the prices will go up. So kaya nakikita nyo, it's expensive here, 150 to 180,000 per square. And part of that is because a lot of people buy at that location. So as compared to the Scout Area Townhouse, this property development is located at a dead-end road, meaning it's not at a busy street. When you leave the townhouse development, you are not welcomed by moving cars and trucks and all that. So depende sa'yo if you really value that. For me, I think it's more appropriate for residential kasi mas tahimik siya. And generally speaking, mas malapit ang New Manila sa San Juan, Ortigas, Mandaluyong, and the south side. So if that is where, you know, your life revolves around, mas appropriate ang New Manila sa'yo. So for the Scout Area Townhouse development, first of all, the whole development has 8 units. So this unit in particular is 29 million pesos. The lot area is 90 square meters. The floor area is 357 up to 360 square meters. It has 4 floors, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and a 3 carport. It also has a maid's room with a toilet and bath. Now, this townhouse does not have an elevator. Okay? This is something you're gonna have to take into consideration if you're going to buy a townhouse in a prime location. The lot areas are small, so they have to make up for it in height. You have to decide if you're willing to live in a convenient place at the exchange of having to climb flights of stairs just to reach your bedroom. This townhouse unit also has a balcony on the 2nd floor. So this is great for a sampain area. Depends on the homeowners association if they allow that. Pero most townhouses naman, pupayag naman sila na magsampay kayo ng damit doon. What's good is the development is enclosed with a fence, so it's a gated community with CCTVs and guards. The development has no pool, it's just simply 8 units with a road, and the street in front is busy. You're gonna have cars passing through all the time, so you're gonna hear them, especially if you're in a corner unit. So now let's move on to the New Manila property naman. So the development total has 23 units as compared to yung Scout, 8 units lang. Okay, so the price of this property is 40 million pesos. Okay, the lot area is 96, so it's 6 square meters more than the Scout area townhouse. The floor area is 395 square meters, so it's 35 more or less more than the Scout area. So you're gonna see that sa rooms, sa living area, mas malaki sila. Pero hindi naman sobra. You have 4 floors, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3 carports. You have a maid's room with toilet and bath. But this townhouse has an elevator. Very useful. It can fit up to 3 people, 250 kilograms max. Very useful for, you know, if you have elderly, PWD. And it also fits you if you just don't like climbing stairs. You can just use the elevator. It also has a balcony on the 2nd floor. So great, sampayan area again. Pero depende sa rules ng homeowners association.
Now, the 41.5 million peso version of this unit includes a spacious backyard/laundry area.
The development has a swimming pool, and this swimming pool has a lap pool area. If you can imagine yourself with your kids playing there in the afternoon, or you going for a morning swim, ganyan, you can see this as a selling point of the New Manila property. It's also a gated community with guards and CCTV, and what makes this different, it is not along a busy street. If you go there, you are not welcomed by moving cars. So it depends on you, mas okay ba sa'yo. Most families naman mas okay sa inyo yung ganun. So you can see from the property specifications now why 2 similarly sized townhouses have an 11 billion peso difference. What makes the New Manila townhouse a lot more expensive is, first of all, yung land. The land in New Manila is a lot more expensive, especially with the Chinese buying a lot. The unit also has an elevator, so the construction costs for making a provision for that elevator to function in, that's gonna add up to the unit price. And the development in New Manila has a swimming pool. Also, it's in a quiet street. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you learned something valuable when it comes to comparing houses. If you had the choice, whether the Scout area unit or the New Manila unit, which one would you pick and why? Please let me know in the comment section down below so that, you know, I know what people want. Also, if you have any suggestions on how I can better compare properties, please tell me in the comment section because I'm gonna be making a lot more of these comparison videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.